You recently transferred from public to private ownership. What were the key cultural challenges and how did you address them?
Well, it was quite a big shift, not only from public to private ownership, but from a research organisation to a services organisation. And I often say that was actually the big change. We employ principally scientists and engineers, that's our intellectual capital. And keeping scientists and engineers focused on the need to earn money is sometimes quite challenging because they like to pursue the next great idea. So in many ways that was the bigger change. Instead of moving from public to private, it was moving from research to solutions. But clearly there are differences. There are differences in terms of motivation. The biggest single difference, frankly, between most public sector organisations and private sector organisations is that you have very clear output measures in a private sector organisation, which is typically the bottom line, it's the profits, it's the earnings per share, it's the shareholder value. Whereas often in a public sector organisation there are broader objectives for the public good, for the national good. And so trying to combine those commercial imperatives, the need to make money, the need to satisfy customers, without losing the really, really positive aspects, the service aspects of public sector ethos and that sort of inventiveness has been one of the challenges. I think that probably encapsulates the sort of challenges that one faces moving from one to the other.
And do you detect significant differences in terms of latitude for developing and implementing strategy between a publicly owned organisation and a privately owned one?
I think there is and there isn't. Many public sector organisations don't have a great deal of strategy. They are told what their mission is by the government or by whichever part of government they report to. And their job is really just to get on and do that, whatever it happens to be. Clearly a company board has much wider remit. Its objectives are to deliver value for shareholders, and therefore it has a lot more flexibility and freedom to select strategies which work for that. So I think you see a lot more strategy in the private sector. There's a lot of what's called strategy in the public sector, but on the whole it's about tactics rather than strategy.